Hey everyone, this is Sha-na-nah, and I have something I want to share with you. When I went to the doctor the last time, he was a practical nurse actually, and I love practical nurses better than I love doctors because a lot of times they will take more time with you. They will explain everything or whatever. If I don't feel rushed out, I feel like a person. So we got on the subject of diabetes. I was telling him about me not able to lose weight. I've been walking and this stuff. I hadn't been losing any more weight, and so he got down and deep with me. He went to a few websites and gave me a lot of information that I've been checking on. It's so much information. Then we talked about this wrist. Both of them have been bothering me, but this one more. Like he said, he think I have carpal tunnel. It's always something. No, it's not always something. I'm blessed. I'm thankful that I have use of my limbs and everything, even though it goes numb and tingly a lot, especially when I'm holding something for a few seconds. Well, anyway, he put in a request for that to be a test to be done, an EMG for my wrist. But then when I got home, maybe a week later, some medicine came in. Now I did blood work while I was there. They took about 5 vials of blood to check everything out. So maybe a week later or so, I got a medicine sent in, and it was not a medicine that I normally take. I take a statin for cholesterol. This was another kind of statin. It was another name, and I found out that it's Lipitor. But in VA, they always use like the chemical names for drugs. Well, so I did my research, and I found out that the statin that I'm on is easier on the kidneys. Now this other stuff is not, and they sent me a letter because I was like, I'm not taking it because I hadn't heard anything from anybody about it. So I got a letter from the VA clinic saying, we've been trying to get in touch with you. The doctor has made a change. And so I finally got back with him today. She said that he did it because of your triglycerides. And so I guess from the blood work that I did that time. Well, I was sharing it with my dad. My dad says that Lipitor, he was on it for years, and it did something to his kidneys. So I had told the nurse, I said, well, okay, I'll take it, because I asked her, I said, I read somewhere that it's not good on your kidneys. And she said, well, it's about the same, they're still statins. Well, that's what my dad said. So now he's on the pill that I'm on now. So what I'm going to do is look up cholesterol, see what foods are high in cholesterol. And I'm thinking it's probably animal meat. And so make better choices, because I got to go back in September and do blood work again. And so that would be a great time for me, with the medicine I'm on now, to say, hey, my cholesterol is better. My A1C is better. So I got to get on somebody's life plan. I'm not going to say diet, but the moral of this story is, don't ever blindly listen to what people tell you. Do your research. That's why you have tools. You have the tools that they're using. They're human beings. Do your own research so you can be better versed in whatever it is. Because now in this day and age, the information highway is right at our fingertips, on our phones, on our laptops, our tablets, and all of that. So there's no excuse for not checking things out for yourself. The doctor, he might not take everything into account. They're human beings. Like when I go to my therapist and he tries to change my medicine, I say something like, well, is that going to conflict with this? Because do you think that they look at your whole chart all the time? Now, I think that this practical nurse that I had did. I mean, he was really researching my information. I wish he was my primary care doctor. And if you don't understand, ask, because that's their job, to tell you in layman's terms what's up. Is it risky for me to take? Now, we know that most medicines have some type of risk with it, and the best thing that you could do is change, you know, now before it gets too bad, is make a change, maybe your lifestyle, the way you eat, exercise, if possible. Now, if your diabetes is like through the roof, you're gonna need something extra. But if it's just, you know, fluctuates a little bit and below, there's things we could do ourselves, you know. And you can ask questions. Usually they have paperwork, but a lot of times I find that doctors don't give you they don't say, hey, you need to lose some weight, or hey, you need to start walking, and give your heart some more exercise, or you need to lay off the fried foods. They'll just give you medicine, because I guess they figure that most people would rather take the medicine than keep doing what they're doing, you know. So that's why now, and with my health, I ask a lot of questions. I go and do my research, so I don't go in there blindly talking to the doctor. And sometimes they have new things that's out there. Sometimes you have herbal things out there that the doctors might not be well versed on, because they are more in the pharmaceutical side. See? So if you get nothing else from this little session here, this little chit chat, just please do your own research. Do your own research. Don't be lazy like most of us do, and think about your own mortality, because if you're not thinking about it now, if you're a youngster, I say, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you might not be thinking about your mortality, but you should, because when you get in your 40s and 50s, you're going to start reaping the benefits of whatever you were doing when you were younger. So I don't want to sound preachy. I'm learning this myself, you know. I'm not trying to be bossy, but I wish somebody would have told me this when I was in my 20s. You know, I knew I needed to lose weight, but if a doctor would have told me, look, if you don't lose 20 pounds now, you know how many medicines you're going to be on when you're 40? Do you know what your heart's going to look like when you're 40? You know, I don't know if that would have helped either. Sometimes we just got to take our lumps, you know, and like my mom said, our elders said back in the day, a hard head makes a soft rear end. You're going to learn one way or another, or you're going to suffer the consequences. But anyway, I say this and I share this with you because I love you and I want you to be healthy, happy, well-rounded, people that's enjoying your lives, not stuck in a sick bed or in pain a lot because of choices we made. So take care of yourself, okay? Love ya. Bye bye.